Okay, we're on.
Right. Hey, late night from Willowdale, but it's actually Wednesday afternoon from Spadina and St. Clair. Um, so I just want to talk about Pride. One single issue in only a couple of minutes. No long video. We haven't done one in a while. Uh, just I find this whole episode between Pride and the police and who goes to the parade. I find it nauseating. Yeah, there are lots of issues with the gay community and the police, and I get it. But Pride. This is just getting a little too much. I th- I think I always thought one of the great things about the Pride Parade it was you saw so many different groups and people in the Pride Parade. It really was about diversity and tolerance, and the police from all over Southern Ontario used to march in the parade, and they loved it. Um, and and I excluding them just doesn't make sense to me. And I think the Pride has gone over the deep end. I think the police should be included in the parade. Uh, and for years there was problems with the gay community and the police, and going back to the bathhouse raids and all that. But that seems to have subsided, and the police were always welcome, and they seemed to enjoy themselves. And I always thought it was a great thing. And now it's the last couple of years they have been excluded from the parade, uh, and I there's all these issues, and I'm not even going to go into them. But I think excluding the police from the parade is stupid, and it goes to show you how Pride has really gone off the deep end. Uh, and it's just I think that the basically different levels of government that fund Pride, and they do get government funding, should stop it. And I don't think the city should issue street permits either for the festival. Uh, the whole thing has gone off the rails. Pride has become very commercialized. It's basically a money grab. Bars and Church Street and everything raise their prices substantially during Pride. A lot of big corporations are involved now. It's lost its purpose, and I think they should just end it. Frankly, I've never been a big fan of street festivals. I think they're just
They're kind of dirty too.
they're dirty, and they're always the prices are always over the top and all sorts of things. So, but yeah, I think, and Pride, by the way, is an accident waiting to happen, because Church Street during the weekend of Pride, especially the Sunday, is a nightmare in terms of the crowds and the narrowness of the street. That's an accident waiting to happen. But anyways, I'm not going to make this a long video. I think that the police should be included in Pride, and if they're continually excluded, I think that different levels of government should stop funding it. And basically, I think that Pride was important years ago, but I think it's sort of lost its sense of worth and sense of purpose. And yeah, I think in many ways the Pride should end. I don't. To me, it's I don't think it serves a purpose anymore. And like I said, it's a very commercialized and basically a money grab for local businesses and for big companies and such. Uh, so that's all I wanted to say on that. And yeah, I still call it the gay community because I don't know the letters involved. I don't know where that came from. The LGBT, RD22 plus 4 plus 6. I found that bizarre. I find that bizarre. Like, why not just call it the gay community? Like,
And some people are dead serious about that.
oh God, I know. So, anyways, moving on. I said I only stay with Pride, but I want to talk about the provincial election at some point. I think Kathleen Wynne stands a real shot. Everyone wrote her off. I've often said she stands a shot, and I think the poll numbers are slowly getting better for her. She's a good campaigner. I'm saying don't write Kathleen Wynne and the Liberals off. They could still pull off a victory in June. Um, the NDP again is nowhere, and the Conservatives, who knows where they are. So don't write Kathleen Wynne and the Liberals off in the Ontario provincial election. They could still pull off a victory in June, at least a minority government. In terms of Donald Trump, so much to say, but I don't want to give him any attention. Although, when he says he wants to get out of Syria, I think, I've often thought, the U.S. needs to withdraw a bit from the world. And if he wants to pull out of Syria, fine, let the Russians deal with that mess. I often thought, especially if the U.S. doesn't want to play a constructive role in the world, withdraw. Don't get me wrong, I think that U.S. needs to trade, and tearing up all sorts of trade agreements and putting tariffs on people is the wrong way to go, and ultimately it'll hurt everybody. I'm not going to dwell into that, but yeah, if Trump wants to leave Syria, surely it'll leave a vacuum. But you know, you let Turkey, Iran, Russia deal with Syria. You know, you know, the Americans spent lots of blood and treasure in that area of the world, and maybe it's time for them to withdraw. Maybe let others deal with it. It might be, you know,
It'll be bumpy, but
it'll be bumpy. But if you know, if the U.S. withdraws a bit, the world might be a better place because they certainly haven't made it a great place with all their interventions. So, you know, I don't know. I just wanted to throw that out there because that's going to be in the news a lot, and yeah, I think I'm gonna end the video right there.
okay.
We said enough.